Hi there, thanks for watching this video. Today we're going to try and fix this old MF35. It's a diesel four-cylinder diesel engine. There's a 2.5 liter diesel in it with about 35 horsepower. I also have another one, which is right here. This is a petrol one. It's a 2.3 liter four-cylinder petrol, which also makes 35 brake horsepower, I believe. This one is from 62, this one is from 63. So let's try and crank it up because it has been here for more than a year now. It did fire up before. The diesel are known for a bit harsh to get on, but let's try it. First we have to check the oil and check the coolant fluid. So let's do that first. Okay, so first let's check the engine oil. The dipstick is here, I think. Yes. Oh. Looks okay. It's a bit dark, but that's normal for a diesel engine. Yeah, it's between low and minimum. So it will do for now. Let's tip this back. Oh. We can also check the oil on the back. I think it's on the other side. That is. There's more than enough. So that will work just fine. And of course the coolant. But before we can do that, we have to unhook the battery. So let's first do that. And close this one. So let's check the coolant. I think there will be some in. Yeah, it's okay. Great. The quality on this is perfect. It's not the most shiny thing you've ever seen, I think, but oh yeah, and also a big problem with this one is the upper pulley here. It's worn out, so it takes out the belt quite some few times now, and I probably have to replace it, but I don't want to because it's a lot of work. So yeah, but first let's try and kick it on. So we have some diesel. Well, not much, but we have some old diesel, but probably will work. Just this one in and see if it even cranks over. It doesn't for now, but it's probably because. Why isn't cranking over? It's out of gear. It's out of gear. Now it cranks. Okay, so juicy. Now we'll put you here. Let's try and get it on. That's perfect. More than a year it's still in the gas. So try it out. So let's run it for a bit. Well, it has leaked some oil, but not much this time. Okay, so the reason I wanted to start this is to get it out of there, because I need to get to this side, because the drum brake doesn't work, which really is a pain, because a year ago I got some sand, I needed to replace some things, and then it's very heavy on the back side, and because it's very heavy it doesn't steer as well on the front, so you basically need to steer with the brakes. But this side didn't work, so I could only go right, not left. So yeah, just getting the tire off, and then let's check what's going on. First some WD-40, because it hasn't been off in a very long time, I think. So let that do its job and get some tools. Well, that's easy. Much more easy than I thought. Also, and yes, I know I'm doing this with a Newton meter wrench thing, but it's the only one I have without long arm right now, and it works, so why not? So I'm not pulling all the nuts off right now. Just loosen them a bit and try to get the wheel off, because it's probably stuck too because of all the heavy loads. Alright, let's see if it will pop. Yeah, top. At least it's loose, so check it up. That's more easier said than done. So let's try it from over here. Come on. Work. Maybe I have to get something under it, because it doesn't jig up that well. Let's see what I have. Okay, so I have it on a jack. Let's get these nuts off.
These nuts? Ha! Got him!
There it goes. Oh, there it is. Ooh, that's a lot of oil. That's probably the reason why it doesn't break. And I think we have a bad seal. Brake pads are not that bad at all. They're a bit cracked, but that will stop it. Yeah, so there's a lot of oil coming out. The question is it because of our seal? Yeah, that's oil. Okay. That's strange because the level was okay. Probably isn't leaking that much. You know what? Just let's try and clean it. Also the drum kit. See what it does. Okay. Okay. Let's clean this stuff up. This is okay. So I think what happens is that a lot of oil got into it. Now it becomes a bit glazy. But I do not want to change these brake pads, because then I have to get parts. And it will take a long time to get one. So I'm not going to do that. What we are going to try is get this spring back. It's going quite easy. So the way it works is thing over here. You can adjust the drum brake. The other side is the lever. And if you press the pedal, it will probably function. We're gonna check it out in a moment. So I think it's far enough. Let's see if it even moves. Oh yeah, great. So we know that works. So it just needs a bit of cleaning of the disc. Well, at least the positive thing is it won't rust anymore. Not what you want. Oh yeah, there's a lot of oil in here. Very much oil. I'm still wondering where that oil comes from, but because I can't really see that the shaft is leaking. But yeah, maybe it is. I don't know. Well, I'm not driving it 1,000 miles, I think. Just around the house. So yeah, there won't be a problem. Okay, so that's clean enough for now. Let's try and get it back on. Funny thing is, there's no Well, it should be there. So I'm not using that as a guide. So probably should get on like this. Yeah. So that's missing. But with all the bolts on, it will work just as fine. So let's try if it breaks again. I think I need to adjust it. So let's do that. It's now not far enough. So you can adjust it with this slider over here. Normally you can do it from the back side, but for now this is much easier. Let's get it a couple of turns until it does break. Maybe I should take that stuff out too. It's all oil building up in there with some probably sand or something. The bottom side is clean, so just on the top side. Not much more in there, but was already a used one. So just stop. Okay, let's see if this did the trick. Let's see if this one needs to go there. Ooh, it's already a lot more difficult to get it on. Well, that will probably break. Yeah. Oh yeah. Perfect. Well, just try it like this, and when it doesn't, well, take it back off again. It wasn't that hard to do, so let's hope it was it. Let's get the wheel back on. Stuff out of the way. Let's get the wheel. This. There it goes. Let's get a nut in here so that it even doesn't fall off. So let's get the rest of it. So let's torque these on the same level as a car should be. No idea what the real specs are, but doesn't matter for now. Let's check it out. What's this? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, this should be enough. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, get on. Okay. It's okay. 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 This one. Okay. Well, that's all set. So let's fire it up and take it for a test ride. Let's see. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. Brakes are working fine now. It needs a little bit of adjustment still, but it will be okay. It's probably the seal, but for now I leave it like that. If it starts again, I probably have to change it, but that's a lot of work and it's an old machine, so probably going to break something. But for now this is it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye. Before I go, just one small sneak peek of a petrol version of the same MF35. There are not a lot of these. There are more diesel engines than petrol, but it's a very unique one because you can also put, I think it's called kerosene. It's called petroleum. I'm sorry, called petroleum. And it has a switch which you can turn to the 3-liter normal petrol or to the I believe it's 20 or 25-liter petroleum tank. I just run it on petrol for now. I just use the smaller one because the larger one is, well, it's a bit dirty. So I don't want to use that one because then it gets all smudgy in the engine. But this one is always running as it should be. Just in a couple of turns it will spin over. So let's just try that. It hasn't run before now. It's probably stood here for, well, more than 3 weeks because I was on holiday. So let's just crank that open, pull this one off so we don't get any problems with that, and yeah, just see what it does. Just a choke, out of gear. No, that's out of gear. So let's see. Oh, what a feat. What a sound. Okay, that's it. Bye.